So today I'm going to be attempting to do the Book Tower Challenge. Now this challenge was created by Joel over at Joel Books, and I will link his channel and his video in the description below. The point of this challenge is he has a list of categories, and you're supposed to find a book on your bookshelf that fits into that category, and then you have to stack them in alphabetical order. Now the twist is the challenge is timed. You only have 3 minutes to do all of that. When the timer ends, how many books you have stacked in alphabetical order equals your total score. So if I have 16 books in alphabetical order, my score would be 16. So I'm going to do the challenge, and then after I get super stressed out and probably get like books in order, I will go through and show you the books that I picked for each category, just so you can kind of see what's on my shelf, I guess. But I've seen a bunch of people do this, and I just watched Jesse the Reader's video. I'll link his in the description below, and he's about probably the most stressed out person that I've seen so far. He got really stressed out and forgot his alphabet and everything, and that'll probably happen to me too. But I'm going to get started, and I hope you enjoy. So I'm going to go ahead and apologize if you can't see the shelf and if you can't tell what I'm picking out. That's why I'm going to show you the books when I'm done. I'm going to be in such a rush, I'm probably not going to tell you every single book that I pick. But I have a timer here with 3 minutes set, and I have the categories next to me. I started this video a second ago, and I got like halfway through it when I realized it wasn't recording. So I might be cheating just a little bit because I already know some of the books that I picked. I apologize for that. That's like a technical problem. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. Ready? And go. Okay, a first book in a series. There's so many here. Beautiful creatures. Get off the shelf. Get off the shelf. Okay, a second book in a different series. Nope, that's not the second one. I don't know what book is the second. The Awakening, that's the second book, okay. A book with blue on the cover. Vanished, okay. A book that's 7 letters long. I have no idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nope, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has the in front of it. Does that still count, the calling? Okay, cool. A book you've never read. Anything on this shelf. The Notebook, I've never read that, okay. A book with a sky on it. Oh my gosh, I have no idea. Does this have a sky on it? Do you have a sky? Yeah, that's the sky. Cool, great, fabulous. All right. An author with a Veronica Roth. Veronica Roth. We have the same name. Oh, that's an Allegiant. Okay. A classic. Pride and Prejudice. Nonfiction. My J.K. Rowling biography. That's the only nonfiction book I own. A book with 4 colors on the spine. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 colors. That's great. Okay. A book that says #1 New York Times bestseller. What sold well? Did the Hunger Games? The Hunger Games sold well. Do you say? Yes, it says. Cool. Okay. The smallest book on your shelf. The Lincoln Lawyer. Latest book you bought. I just bought Emma recently. A book that has a cover with a face on it. Spirit Bound has faces on it. A spin-off book. That one. A book that was published 10 plus years ago. The first Harry Potter book. A book with a sequel coming out next year. Does that mean like second, or can it be anything? Because Cinder has that 4th one coming out next year, I think. An author who has an alliteration name. Oh my gosh, I have no idea, I'm skipping that. A book with an epilogue. Crap, Harry Potter has an epilogue. Oh wait, I can do that. Okay, Harry Potter. A book that features a made-up word. Dang, I have no idea. No idea. Narnia. Narnia is a made-up word. Okay, alphabetical order. Allegiant, Awakening, B, Beautiful Creatures, C, Cinder, D, E, Emma. Wait, this goes before Cinder. How does the alphabet go? Oh, that's my timer. Okay, so I've only watched a couple of these videos on YouTube, but I'm convinced I have the lowest score. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. I have a score of 6. That's all. This is all I got. That was, like, so insanely stressful. I'm, like, shaking still because I felt so stressed. So I'm going to quickly review the books that I picked for each category. I'm going to go ahead and say the only one I didn't get was number 18, which is an author who has an alliteration name. In the moment, I couldn't think of anything. Now, Cassandra Clare, like that was extremely obvious, but I didn't get it. So I'm going to show you the 19 that I got. The first one asks for a first book in a series, so I picked Beautiful Creatures by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stoll, which is the first book in the Castor Chronicles. Second, or number 2, a second book in a different series, and I have The Awakening by Kelly Armstrong, which is the second book in the Darkest Powers trilogy. Number 3, a book with blue on the cover, and I have Vanished, which is a bind-up of Safe House and Sanctuary by Meg Cabot. Number 4, a book that's title is 7 letters long, and I got The Calling by Kelly Armstrong. Calling is 7 letters, so we're going to pretend like there's no the. It's just calling, so there's 7 letters. Next is a book you've never read, and I picked The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. Sadly, haven't read it yet. Number 6, a book with a sky on it. I picked Monument 14 by Emmy Laybourne. It's kind of a scary looking sky, but that's a sky right there. Number 7, an author with the same first letter of their forename as you, and I picked Veronica Roth, and this is Allegiant, and we share a first name, so that was actually a lot easier than I expected because V names are really hard to find, but there we go, Veronica Roth. Number 8 is a classic, and I picked Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Number 9 is nonfiction, and I have The Wizard Behind J.K. Rowling, The Wizard Behind Harry Potter by Mark Shapiro, and this is a J.K. Rowling biography, and I've read the first okay, can't talk today. I'm still stressed out from trying to find things, okay? I read the first 10 pages of this, and there's already inaccuracies, so I don't plan on reading the rest of it. Number 10, a book with 4 colors on the spine, and I picked The Host by Stephanie Meyer. It has black down here, then orange, then pink, and then purple. So that's 4. The next one is a book that says #1 New York Times bestseller, The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. And now that I'm actually looking at it, it doesn't say #1 New York Times bestseller. It says New York Times bestselling author. But I wasn't looking that closely when I was pulling. I was like throwing books off the shelf. So we're going to let this count anyway as me finding it. I didn't put it in alphabetical order, so it doesn't affect my score at all. So I'm going to cheat. That's okay. The next one is The Smallest Book on Your Shelf, and mine is The Lincoln Lawyer by Michael Conley, I believe. Yep, Michael Conley. Number 13, the latest book you bought, and I just got a huge order of books in, but one of them was Emma by Jane Austen. Number 14, a book that has a cover with a face on it, Spirit Bound by Rochelle Mead, because all the Vampire Academy books have awful covers. Wow, okay. To go right along with number 15, a spin-off book, The Indigo Spell by Rochelle Mead, which is in the Bloodlines series, which is a Vampire Academy spin-off. This isn't the first book. I have the first book, but for some reason I picked this one up first, so. Number 16, a book that was published 10 plus years ago, and I got Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. This copy especially looks like it came out 10 years ago. Wow, that is so long. I can't believe it's been that long. Next is a book with a sequel coming out next year, and I picked Cinder by Marissa Meyer. Crest came out this year, and I know she has a 4th book called Winter. I'm not 100% sure when it comes out. It might actually be 2016, but whatever. We can either say Crest out this year because this tag was created in 2013. So either Crest or Winter. We'll just make one of them count, okay? Next is an author who has an alliteration name. That's the one I didn't get. And then a book with an epilogue, and I have Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, which has the 19 years later part, which is an epilogue. And the final one, a book that's title features a made-up word, and I was so surprised I found this. The Chronicles of Narnia. Mine is a bind-up, so its title is actually The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. So Narnia, I'm pretty sure, is a made-up word. Pretty sure that wasn't actually a word before C.S. Lewis made it up. So we're going to count this. Alright, those are my 19 books that I found, even though I only came out with a score of 6. I hope you enjoyed watching me absolutely fail at the book challenge. Okay.